Okay, today I'm gonna present on the difficulty of hiding the balance of the Lightning Network channels. Okay, what is Lightning Network? Lightning Network is a payment channel network running on Bitcoin blockchain, and they provide scalability, private with low or negligible fee. And the routing of payment channels allows for payment without direct channel. In Lightning Network, channels are created with a fixed credit amount, which means the channel capacity. And to preserve privacy, channel capacity can be known, but the bandwidth of the channel in each direction is secret. It means that in terms of external node, they can only know about the channel capacity. And in Lightning Network, they using onion routing mechanism, which means that mediator knows only previous message sender and next message sender, and they cannot know receiver or sender, which means payer and payee. So in this paper, they propose attack to disclose the balance of a channel in the Lightning Network. This attack can exploit the detailed information provided by the Lightning Network clients on the unoccurred errors. And onion routing nature of the Lightning Network routing makes difficult for victims to detect the source of the attack. So the particular balances of each of node of the channel can be revealed. So this is a background. This is a payment channel concept. So payment channel can be seen as a contract between two parties, and the two parties can establish channel by sending a special transaction. They can call funding transaction to the Bitcoin blockchain. And once channel is open, the two users holding the channel can perform payments in both directions in off-chain. It can called by commitment transaction. And channel can be closed by submitting settlement transaction to on-chain. And this is multi-op payment. So routing of payment channels allows for payment without direct channel. And to enforce atomic exchange of the payment, multi-op payment use a hash time lock contract concept. And when the payment is routed, routing process is a onion routing schemas. This concept I will explain later. So let's see this figure. In this figure, Alice and Bob has a direct channel, and Bob and Carol has a direct channel. And Alice and Carol don't have a direct channel, but Alice can pay to Carol. So if Alice wants to send this Bitcoin to Carol, so process is Carol generates some secret X and send the hash value of the X in this process, and Alice do single hop payment with HX, and Bob also do single hop payment with HX. And Carol wants to payment from Bob. She should reveal the secret X, and now Bob knows the secret X, so he can get the payment from Alice. So in this structure, mediator node, for example, in this figure Bob, he cannot share the payer and payee as Alice and Carol. This means mediator node cannot know about who is payer and payee. And this is another background, Lightning invoice. So in Lightning Network, to make a payment, payee should create an invoice, and payee should send invoice to payer. An invoice includes amount of payment, key of the destination node, value HX, and invoice signature from the payee. And once payer receive invoice, it should look a path in the Lightning Network to route the payment. So this is some invoice example in Lightning Network. So to perform disclosure attack, Mallory M needs to open a payment channel with A, and Mallory performs a payment through the path MAB. Let's see this figure. So this is Mallory, A, B, and they have a direct channel between MA and AB. And M should perform a payment through the path to perform disclosure attack. And this is some notation. So CAB means the capacity of the channel AB, and this is balance AB. In channel AB, balance of the A's, and this this equation is always true. And any payment with amount P less than balance AB performed by M can be routed through the route, and the payment will be correctly delivered to B. And the amount P of the last correctly processed payment can be considered the value balance AB, and then we can analyze also balance BA with using this notation. Okay. But this approach can be cost. So malware should, because malware should pay to B to disclosure A's channel balance. So what is the method? First, M creates a fake invoice as if created by B with a random value HX. The fake invoice cannot be detected by A, and malware can discover the actual channel balance stage by the analyzing messages from A. And the attack can be easily extended in order to discover the balance of all the open channels that A has with M peers B1, B2, B3, and Bn. So this is actual implementation of channel discovery attack, min max bandwidth. So algorithm takes as input the target node B, the route to B, the range of the payment min flow and max flow, that is 0 to capacity of channel AB, and the accuracy that adversary wants for the obtained balance. And algorithm starts by trying a payment in the middle of the payment range, and the value hx to perform the payment has been randomly created by M, ensuring the send fake payment function always will return an error. So then the flow value is average of bandwidth min and bandwidth max, and this is a send fake payment, and adversary should analyze this response. So and if the response message is unknown payment hash, then the adversary knows that the payment would have been possible. Thus, the minimum bandwidth of the channel can be updated to this new floor, unless its minimum was already greater. And if response message is insufficient funds, then the payment could not pass through channel A between B due to insufficient fund. So in this case, the maximum bandwidth is modified. So since the adversary cannot get any further information, the new maximum and minimum values are those of the channel that produced the failure message, which had the lowest index in the route. And these lines ensure the termination of the algorithm when the range is less than the desired accuracy threshold. So because of the onion routing schema in Lightning Network, A and B cannot know about the attackers. So this is a process of algorithm. So this send fake and send fake payment B, but B he cannot know about the ends. Thus the all payment is cancelled. And this algorithm is complete node attack, which is extension of the first algorithm. So algorithm takes a node accuracy threshold and outputs an array of routes and bandwidths for each neighbor of the node. And given a victim node A, the adversary discovers all the channels it had opened with other peers and obtains their current balances. So first, adversary get channel points, and next check if the adversary has an open or pending open channel with the victim node. If not, then the adversary creates the channel, and afterward the adversary gets the neighbors of the victim in line 50 to perform algorithm 1 on each of the channels with its neighbors, and finally if the attack open a channel it closes its line. So this is adversary model and attack cost. So in Bitcoin Lightning Network is an open P2P network to which any user can connect, and for that reason there is no special requirement for an adversary to perform proposed attack. And a node could refuse to open payment channel with the adversary, since such procedure should be authorized by both parties. So, however, the nodes in the Lightning Network are expected to be willing to open new channel, so to allow better connectivity. And in case the adversary completely funds the funding transaction, node A should not need to provide any liquidity. So this means node is more likely to accept the request from the adversary to open the channel. Okay. And so in order to disclose the balance of channel, the adversary needs to open another channel. So to do this, the adversary needs to send two transactions to the Bitcoin blockchain. First, the first transaction to open the channel and lock the funds of the channel. Second transaction to close the channel and refund the funds that were previously locked. So no Lightning Network fees need to be used, since the attack does not fulfill any payment. This is the total cost of attack can be divided between entrance barrier cost and economic cost. The first, entrance barrier cost. So what is entrance barrier cost? It is economic resources that the adversary has to control to be able to perform the attack. So the attack needs to fund Lightning channel to perform the balance disclose of the other channels. In order to achieve maximum capacity, the adversary needs to open a channel with its maximum capacity about this value. And what is economic cost? So economic cost is amount of money that adversary will lose due to execution of the attack. First is fee corresponding to the funding transaction of the channel, and second is fee corresponding to the transaction that closes the channel. And last, financial cost from having funds of channel locked during the attack execution, approximately this value. This is experimental research. So in this paper they perform on Lightning Network running over the Bitcoin mainnet blockchain that is composed by 1,732 nodes and 6,501 channels. So the Lightning Network have two main limits in mainnet blockchain. They have maximum amount to pay in one single payment, which is called by max payment allowed, and second, maximum amount with which to create a channel. This is called by max funding allowed. So regarding logic of the algorithm, and with this limit, it can perform the attack to channel with capacity CAB and obtains its exact value only if capacity of channel AB or less than max payment allowed. So this information provides a lower bound for the balance that will be max payment allowed. Okay, this is experimental result. So this this proposed attack can disclose 50% of the channels by just attacking 18 nodes and 80% with 78 nodes and 90% with 141 nodes, and all nodes can be disclosed by attacking 312 to 614 nodes. So to disclose the balance for all the network, there is a trade-off between the entrance barrier cost and the time needed to perform the attack. So this is a cost analysis. For example, 80% with 78 nodes, and this is a graph for percentage of the channels that can be disclosed by attacking a given number of nodes. You can see this figure. Okay. This is a possible solution for disclosing attack. So first, payment request denial. So node can randomly deny a given percentage of the payment request. For example, by setting a dropping rate parameter in the node, but this can cause usability problem for honest node. A node can identify some indications revealing that a balanced disclosure attack is being carried on. The node can use the following information to decide its dropping rate. First, consider the number of channels and rate of payment request of the node B, and consecutive payment request with a suspicious amount pattern. So the node administrator can set the dropping rate and decide the privacy degree willing to accept. Okay, this is a conclusion of paper. In this paper, they have addressed the privacy issues related to the Bitcoin Lightning Network, and this can be easily made and easily threaten the privacy of the Lightning Network. And the public disclosure of the balances implies thus a trade-off between payment privacy and route finding efficiency in the network, so which means usability. Okay. This is about the onion routing protocol. So in Lightning Network, I previously mentioned about that they use onion routing protocol. So in onion routing protocol, messages are encapsulated in layers of encryption analogous to layers of an onion. So the encrypted data is transmitted through a series of network nodes called onion routers in Lightning Network called node, each of which peers away a single layer, uncovering the data next to next destination. And when the final layer is decrypted, the message arrives at each destination. Okay, this is onion routing protocol in Lightning Network. In this scenario, A wants to send C to 300 satoshis, and between A and B, and between B and C, they have direct channel. So first, A create these messages and send to B. And B recognize this content amount 300 and channel ID 554, and B decrypt the key B messages and recognize fact that I should send 300 satoshi through the channel 3, and B transfer this message to B through the channel ID 3, and now C decrypt the key C message, and now C is received amount 300 messages. So in this schema, A doesn't know about who is pay, B doesn't know about who is pay and payer because he cannot show message sender as payer, and also he cannot show message receiver as payee. Okay, thank you for listening my presentation. Do you have any question?